Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth!
Phase 2.
What's happening? Hope yous are all good.
Welcome to a bit of a rearranged version of the show this week.
Yeah. As I say, we said the other week, this is the last live Tuesday one.
Yes.
It's going out on Sunday from now on, and it's a lot more professional.
Yes, but we'll put a bit more work into it. That's why we're sitting here with a different setup. We are in the middle of redoing a few things about the
Renovation.
place, so yeah, Sergio's going to
It's
spend
like
the next
once a
hour
year-
freaking out about this little white bit right here.
It's like once a year we renovate and fucking move shit
Oh,
around.
well, no, now, at the end of the day, I kind of thought about this the other day. It's like when me and Nicole first moved out, we rented a nice house. It was a shit house, but it was a nice wee house, and it gave us a year to see whether we were capable of living together. And
Yeah.
you weren't really going in for it. We've set up a nice wee podcast. We had a year to see whether we were actually going to continue doing it or whether we would be dedicated to doing it. And now that we've done it, we're like, right, okay, well, how now, Brown Cow? How can we take this to the next
Level.
Yeah.
Well, we recorded a good one last night, which will be out this Sunday, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a fucking fun conversation.
It was very fun. I really enjoyed it. I think you guys will enjoy it too.
Yeah.
Very, very enlightening.
It
chat.
was, really. Very a world traveller.
It was. A bit of something different for the show. And then hopefully a few more different guests. There's a few things lined up
Yeah, there's a lot
for
happening.
September and stuff. We're meant to have a few other ones, but unfortunately, again, it's just trying to get people tied in for dates. It's all well and good agreeing to it, but then when it comes to crunch time, something happens or whatever, so you have to just roll with the punches and get on with it. But we have we've plenty of guests hopefully lined up over the next few weeks, months, and it'll be all good.
You get on to people, users that are listening, tell people you just want them on.
I thought you were talking to me. I was like, I fucking got on to a lot of people. Hence the guests that are coming.
I know, get on to people and tell them that you want them on the show. But no, obviously, we were meant to do 3 that weekend. We ended up doing 1.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? But everyone else is like, I understand people were at Creamfields.
It's people's schedules.
Exactly. It's hard to do it. But yeah. Anyway, what's been up, Dave?
Not much, mate. Hiding away for everyone because it was the dreaded day yesterday of the birthday. So
I know, happy birthday.
I low key for next week's show. I low key avoided that one as well as I could. I still haven't wrote back to anybody on Facebook, so don't think that I'm being rude. I've just actively avoided this day, and then I have to do a lot of admin and catch up. But I'm like, oh yeah, so about the birthday, thanks for that, but I don't acknowledge it as a day in my calendar.
Just block your comments and then no one can write thee. That's what I do.
You're saying this as if I'm someone with, social media prowess, mate.
That's what I do. See if anyone writes to my wall or tags me
To
on
be
something.
fair, I thought I had done it when I set up the dice page because the dice one doesn't have it, so I assumed that I turned it off for all at that time.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, this is the year it'll stop, but no, it only is done for one page. So, yeah. But
it's nice for people to say happy birthday. Like, I suppose people taking their time out of their day to wish you a happy birthday and say.
I know, but it's not happy if you don't want to acknowledge your birthday. Do you know what I mean? I did have a lovely day out with a child. I haven't got to spend much time with her recently because we've been so busy. So it was nice to go out. Went to the museum. Took her to the museum for the first time. She had a great time. But yeah, it was that was a nice aspect of it, actually getting to spend time with a kid. But other than that, boo birthdays. Well, what about you? What have you been up to?
Nothing, mate. Fucking sending emails and trying to make music and fucking talking shit.
Walking up Cave Hill.
Walking up Cave Hill, no, that's...
Or whatever, Black Mountain.
Getting chased by cows.
You mentioned this very briefly earlier. What happened?
They wouldn't leave the fucking path. They wouldn't let me off the path.
So you got chased by them?
Nah, well, yes, they fucking flanked me at one point.
No, I get you.
But I know, like, obviously you're not meant to turn your back to them. And these are like, these run about up there all the time. They're obviously, someone owns them. They've got the fucking tags in the ear.
Aye.
But they weren't too fucking happy to see me, like. And then one was shouting at me, and I pull up my story and you'll see them. Fucking wee bastards. But no, it was I love Adult Dander. Done 12.
Your story on what?
Facebook 12.2 mile the day. half of it was uphill, obviously, and then the other half coming back down. But I walked right up over to where Davis thing is. Yeah. No, the dice one.
I get you. I remember whenever I was a child.
Is this going to go till screen share if I...
Let's find out. Yeah, it should.
Go ahead, click the thing. Click the thing, but OBS. Just to double check it goes. Woo!
Let's go. A bit of behind the scenes for you there, guys. Why is it not there?
You need to hit the sound thing at the top. Don't want to get a kick in the face, you see. So if I'm missing it an hour, you know I'm knocked out up Black Mountain somewhere.
Was this before or after I phoned you?
Send help. After, I think. This one doesn't like me. This one's after me. Mama, fuck away after in your own door, let me pass.
Oh shit, he actually came back.
Go on, man. We see why it was.
Go on the fuck! Yay! Oh shit.
Where's the baby coming?
Oh shit, right okay. You anchored the man.
Yes, you fuck off. Ah, wait.
Oh no. They're flanking me now. I thought I had them. I had them on the run and then the fucking bastards come behind me.
You've been watching too much war documentaries. They're flanking me. Flanking me. That is awesome.
But no, it took me ages, mate, to get up there because I was like, no, I want to make it to the end of this big path here. That was my goal.
Aye.
And I was like, I'm not letting the cows. And I was like, well, walk up around the grass. And I started pacing it down too. I was like, I'm not walking up the grass. I've only got trainers on. And then I just had to plough on through. But it was dodgy. Like, they weren't happy.
Is that a terrible joke? You had to plough on through the field, did you?
That was an unintended joke.
Mate, cows are mad. I remember my dad when I was a teenager. And he took me out to these fields to walk a dog. And the dog got into the farmer's field, and he's like, right away, and get the dog back. Got the dog back, but then I turned round, and all these cows they just herded round you.
Yeah.
And you just turned round like, fuck, there's like 30 cows, and I am now cut off from the fish. Like, right, you wouldn't mind fucking moving, please.
I know.
But it's as much as you joke about it, like that, you're fucked if
Did you ever
cows
see
come
that
at you.
fucking advert? Never turn your back on the animals in the farm. Pull that up.
What is it?
Like
Yes.
a DOE fucking thing. Never pull the laptop towards you, man.
I don't know what cables are gonna do what, man.
It's all
very.
job.
This is all very risky, guys. This was all put together 20 minutes before we came on air by me, and he hasn't checked over it. So
where's Louise in? How's it going, Louise?
What was I looking for?
Good. Farm advert. Don't turn your back on cows, animals. I don't know. Northern Ireland advert, right?
farm safety.
Farm safety. Play that shit.
Oh, hold on now. We've got one of those wee stinky things.
Should log into my account. I have the fucking thing. Log into my account.
Go ahead. I don't know what the password is for our YouTube account. I'm scared of logging out and then I won't get back into it again. See, guys, we act professional as fuck, but we're just two tubes. Come on, Domestos or Dadall, we don't even care.
Maybe the marketing company changed it and trying to steal all their money.
Right. Swap her over.
This is what was going through my head whenever I was up here.
Yeah, for all our people that listen and watch that are not from Northern Ireland, like, this is the kind of stuff that we have to endure on our
And this
TV.
is for all the people that just listen. See, if you went to YouTube, you would be able to see the advert.
Yeah, go to YouTube. I'm not even going to describe it to you. Just go to YouTube and watch it.
Looks way better now. That's all I could think of was that big cunt ramming me. Mate, see, whenever I was walking right past him, mate, I was fucking staring him clean out, right into the eyes. I was looking.
Can we not get some AI video generator to change your face with this guy? We'll just remake the video.
You will always get a second chance. Plan an escape route.
Mate, I could just screenshot it and we'll stick my face on it.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But mate, that's what I was thinking about. So seeing I was walking past them eventually, because mate, there must have been 200 of fucking things. I was like just staring at bastards right in the eye, like I'm not turning my back on you.
Would you ever think being a farmer is like plan your escape route when you're going out to see the cows?
The Geone.
Well, he's got that's like fucking James Bond. I'm gonna go up the ladder and barrel roll down the outside. But yeah, oh Jesus, the cows, the fucking cow. Mate,
It's dodgy, like.
I get sent this video earlier since we're talking about animals and how to be safe around animals. This is more how to how we should be safe towards animals.
Yeah. Mate,
I feel like a fucking balloon this evening. It's been a long day. Oh,
one of them ones.
What an absolute spoiled sport whoever sent this was. Well, I work on my phone. I will definitely check him.
It's made Facebook pulls shit down like there's no tomorrow.
No,
you can get that anywhere.
No, that wasn't it. Someone
it's been deleted. Facebook is terrible.
No,
for
the reason's because obviously someone's angry about this being up on Facebook now. They've got a lot of backlash. It was someone's dog had get into a packet of their edibles. And they were shouting, be like, "Who ate my edibles? Look what you did! You ate my edibles!" And the dog's literally eyes closed, going like this, on the edge of the sofa, just twitching and just like it was funny as fuck. But they were like, see if I walked in and seen Joey that big, I would be like, "Mate, you ate my edibles, but you must be going through a great torrid time. Let me just stroke you for a wee bit there, not you ate my edibles."
I know.
Is that you, God? Am I dead?
It's meant to be bad for him, that too, isn't it? I found that out after Googling when Millie got the edibles and was stunned.
Oh, shit.
She couldn't even walk down the stairs. We were all going, come on. She forgot how to walk down the stairs.
I forgot about that. That was brilliant when you were like, aye, she couldn't walk down the stairs.
Oh, mate, there was a video.
It was for a few days as well. Like
a few days she forgot how to walk down the stairs.
But she's a small dog. Like, that's bound to happen to her. I'm raging.
Mate, have you seen this fucking white nun in Belfast?
Wait. Yes, mate. I seen her on Saturday.
Mate, I want to see her, mate.
Can I actually want to talk about that. It wasn't on my notes for this, but while we're on the subject, right? So in Belfast City Centre, you're allowed to preach about any religion you want, as long as you. I don't know if you have to pay to stand there or whatever, get a license, but
sure you don't.
You can stand there and preach religion. So there was one guy standing. Now I'm talking within a 25-meter radius of each other, 25-yard radius, right? There was some fella who was preaching the Bible according to the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah.
Across the road, there was then a black lady who was preaching that Jesus is a black woman, and then there is this white nun dancing for the black preacher lady, right?
Yeah.
But this is what my fundamental problem with religion is, right? So religion is very, if you take it from the source material, it's very homophobic and it's very racist, right?
Yep.
But if the world was to end now and the black preacher lady, the gay preacher man, and this nun survived, eventually then the word of God will be their interpretation of religion. And how many other interpretations of this book has it underwent before we've got it?
Yeah.
But that's you're just making up stories. And I'm not shitting on people's religions. It's nice to have faith and all, but if people in the town can stand and preach their version of this concept,
well, that's it. Whenever the book was being translated, they've
done their tweaks to it.
They've done their tweaks to it.
But that's my beef with religion. It's just too many
we see this fucking header.
Our hands involved. Oh, she's mad.
Mate, there's loads in, but it's funny as fuck. It gets better though.
She's nuts.
So that's that one, right? This is her talking.
Jesus Christ,
so she's Irish.
And was buried
and she's not a real nun, obviously. She's just insane. She has her own Anna Christian, you call her. She's got her own TikTok now.
Right.
Part of me believes that this is a marketing thing, like.
Oh, it has to be. See, if you're gonna get on like a div like that, though, you're gonna get likes and stuff. If you do that, people are going to like your material.
We'll see. This is her the other week. In East Belfast.
I seen that. Did you send that to me?
No. Pylon. Like absolute fucking header.
Where has she come from?
As well, she's from down south. We see there was one more I wanted to show you.
Should we go out and just do that and be complete retards in the town? Just run about in, I don't know, some
It
sort
seems
of
to
mask
work.
and costume.
Wait, no.
Preach the word of the
Belfast
baseline.
Nun. We see her walking with bands on, mate.
With the bands.
Oh, I mean, it's just fucking down there and up the road in front of them. Do you see us once you get through out at Victoria Square?
No.
Why is everyone clapping?
She's probably been doing her head in, and they're like, "Yo, get you out of here."
Waiting on, or what do you call her? Anna? What was it? What did I say? Anna Christian.
It's right there.
Aye. Anna Christian. There she's there. Play, you bastard.
I seen this.
It's not playing, but I mate, she's down there down the road with a band, mate. She's giving it the full 90s marching, mate. It's class.
It definitely has to be a parody.
That's what I
Artistic,
think. But,
like,
oh, I thought that was what I was going to say for her. Is that her all cleaned up? Oh, fuck, she looks alright, doesn't she?
oh, definitely a parody.
Aye. Madness. But aye, funny as fuck. Like, but I never heard of her until literally 2 days ago. Heather showed me a video on thing
Aye.
and says here, will you see this girl? And then it's just popped up everywhere.
But that's the realms of social media now. Again, if you just go out and be a complete,
I wish our fucking music would go like that.
for which version?
Both of them.
It's alright, Dice is doing well.
Dice is doing well.
For such a young
it is,
little infant, it's done fantastic.
It's not even 2 months, mate.
Phase 2's
Couple
starting to get
100,000.
a fifth wind, shall we say?
Aye,
now?
it's fucking bumped up after the last few weeks, hasn't it? It's actually madness the way things go.
It's just swings and roundabouts, mate.
Like, we literally haven't focused on phase 2 in about 2 months, and then boom, it just took off again. You're like,
That's probably why.
I suppose this is what we're doing now.
We're not focusing on it. It's just.
But no, it like we have been given equal attention, but the last couple of weeks, like, it's just been full dice music.
Yeah, but then there's other things that are. There's enough dice to keep going for a while.
Yeah.
There's other little things need to be done in the background, like this new podcast and
Yeah.
focusing on getting guests and all that shit. And then it'll be back to making music for phase 2. Did that light just get dim, or was that my eyesight breaking?
Your eyesight breaking, definitely.
Right, okay, sorry. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
fucking cunt. Yeah. He's like an old man. Like, he walks from here to the corner. He's like, oh, my back and knees are fucked these days.
It is, man. I can't wait till I finally get my sit down with the doctor and to tell me all the things that are wrong with me, and I'm gonna come in here and
You'll
slap
probably get that
on the table.
You'll probably get that in about 8 years.
I know, but I can't wait till I get it though. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna walk in, slap it
Mate,
down on
I
this table,
would
mate.
laugh my bollocks off if you come out and were like, "There's fuck all
There's
wrong
nothing
with
wrong.
you."
It's all in your head, mate.
That would be fucking brilliant.
Oh no,
You'd be like, I'm gonna have to start walking up the mountain with you.
I do enough walking. It's all right.
You do walk a good bit, I would say.
I
Like,
do.
when you're not on a bus, you're walking.
Yeah, no, I'm happy walking. Like, walking doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, no, you would definitely. I would say you would do a good bit. Like,
It's standing about though is what does. Like, see, walking and all wouldn't bother me. I am happy to walk everywhere and it won't wreck my back or my legs. But see, standing just doing nothing, that's
I
just
think everyone's like
tedious.
that, though, mate. Like, it's fucking. It is. It's not nice. Like, that's why I'd sit anywhere. Spiky realm, no sweat.
Is that not how you lost something before, is it? You sat the wrong way.
Sometimes you have to put your pail back in. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. See, whenever I find out, this is one for a callback to a previous show. Whenever you confess to being circumcised and the whole circumstances that led to the circumcision, the fact that your dad didn't know the story and listened to it in the podcast and then said to you afterwards, I was like, that's fucking brilliant. Literally just
But
like.
he didn't listen to that episode. He saw it on TikTok. I put the clip on TikTok.
But it is, you forget sometimes that it is just us. We're just in here talking a bit of nonsense, having a good laugh and a yarn, and hopefully you guys do enjoy listening to the yarns. But
I think they're fed up with us. Like, they need more variety,
yeah,
which is what the plan is.
if people just stick to the plan.
That's it.
But we are your boys are working hard. We're trying to get people tied in. There's a few good guests lined up, but again they're on tour and shit, and they need to.
I'd be alright. Kutsky says he'll do it too, but he said he would rather do it in person. But I don't see how that's possible. Like, unless we go to him or he comes down. No, it's not.
I'm up for a weekend away to Poland.
Fucking go and live like kings
Do
for
you
a
not
couple of
do you
days.
not just put up business expenses or something?
Yeah, like I would do it.
Not
Like,
stand on my headphones, please.
you should have fucking. I had it set up perfect. It's stuck under the seat.
I know, but we've been over this 3 times.
Use the blue tack under the table. We are literally sitting on top of everything, like after last night.
You want the show, you get the show. We're not gonna do the show, but you just have to accept that for the show to get better, then you're just gonna have to deal with the consequences of us having the blue tack headphones to the tables while we're talking to us.
So, you looking forward to Planet Love?
I am really looking forward to Planet Love.
Is anyone in the chat going to Planet Love?
It's again, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but the lineup is my younger self's dream lineup.
Yeah, to be
And
involved
it's
with.
no
Like,
offense to the current hard generation, but for a lineup that's meant to be celebrating 25 years of
what
Planet
about
Love,
Headhunters' last UK show?
I have a conspiracy about it.
Go for it.
Right. So the Prophet started it all.
You need to put that down. You can't see your face at all. Like,
That's right. I'm sure people aren't going to be complaining. The Prophet started it all, and he run all the festivals and the events. He's retiring.
Yeah.
Someone needs to fucking steer the ship. And who started it all with the Prophet?
Alright, well, he was there. The Prophet signed him. Like,
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like he helped him gain notoriety to the level in which he is.
yeah.
If he's always said that he is kind of like his father figure within music, why would he not be handing the keys to the castle over to him, saying, "Here, stop your gigging, and you can now fucking do all this and make
I know,
change."
but the Prophet only runs Scantrax.
Oh, but he does. He's
Headhunters has a
he's
bigger
involved
label.
in doing all them festivals and all. Is he?
No. That's Q-Dance. Sure, some American company bought Q-Dance.
Didn't they?
Aye, for like 300 million or something
Well,
crazy.
shows
Like
you,
that.
shows
They
you how
bought-
much my fingers on the pulse.
They bought Tomorrowland and all as well. That's just wondering. I was thinking because like Headhunters label's bigger than Scantrax now. Like,
I thought that Q Dance and all was the Prophet started that.
no. Maybe I'm wrong. Google that shit. But either way, like it was EMC or some no big American corporation ended up buying it over. Who owns Q-Dance? Who owns Q-Dance? Put in. It's definitely not the Prophet. Like. Although it's fitting, the Godfather of Hardstay.
ID&T. They've owned it. for ages.
2006, and then the ownership over it. But it's a multi-million-dollar company.
It's actually
like.
done Sensation Black and all that there.
Yeah,
ID&T.
they own Tomorrowland as well. They bought
Aye.
Tomorrowland and stuff.
What were you going to say there about?
I remember it. Remember I brought DV8 and the Darrow about.
Yeah.
They were gurning about it because they were like, I drove past St George's Market, and they were like,
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
Q-Dance was in there. He knew straight away. He goes, mate, it smelled like fish. And I goes, oh, it's a fish market. And he was like, I was
Too
like,
many wee girls get fingered in there. That's what the problem is.
I asked him, I says, why do they not do that no more? Like the Q-Dance tours. He says, money. He says, no one could afford to do it. And I was like, right. And he was like, see, since these new ones took over, it's just been all about the money.
Yeah.
He says, it's like, even for us over there, it's not the same as what it was years ago.
But again, that's what we've said here now. There's
Mate,
a
it's
fine line between enjoying it just for music and doing it as a fucking business that you
Aye.
just.
And if you put that on the market, like if you put that on the stock market and someone spent hundreds of millions,
Oh, aye.
you have to. You're then working for your investors.
Yeah.
So, and I reckon it's multi-millions to put on DEFCON, like upwards of 20 easy.
Oh, aye.
Like
But again,
that's a good thing to Google. How much does it cost to put on DEFCON? It would be like if the numbers of Planet Love and all are crazy. So this has got to be fucking.
around 750 to 800. Oh right, no, that's somebody. I thought that was
That's
1,000.
per ticket. I was going to say that
No, that's
seems an
somebody to
awful.
do the thing. I thought I was going to say 1,000 at the end of that as I started reading.
I was like, fuck, I mean,
Aye,
we should
this-
start our own.
This is all just how much tickets and shit is.
I reckon we could get
But
I reckon we could get a 700 grand alone. No sweat, like let's go.
Oh fuck! If we're only 700 grand to do something like DEFCON, mate,
Like,
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
I
in 1980.
fuck your emerge. I forgot what I was going to say. DEFCON, price of putting on a festival.
Money.
No, it's gone now.
DJ life. I'm just going through the hashtags I would put on that
No.
post.
That's what it was. See the visuals and shit you get from that, all the social videos, like that left and right thing blew up, and now everyone does it, including us. Like-
our one in Wales was class.
Yeah.
I have a video of it. I'll show you.
The
That's on Howard's phone.
all that brings in a lot of advertisers who want to get involved in that. So as much as it would cost to put that on, because of the spectacle and the show that they put on over 4 days, they definitely make their money back. I would say they're not.
I
I wouldn't say they're doubling their money by any stretch of the imagination, but they're definitely.
They would on drink sales and fucking all that. They would make a fortune at that.
Aye, but again, though, to cut your overheads, do you just rent out space to bars?
We was
Like
talking
the way,
about this
the
before.
way Lavery's does the bars
Yeah.
for lots of concerts here, because they're like, right, we're not going to pay for drink, but we'll pay for a bar who already has the license and the product to come and say, right, well, you just keep the drink, we'll take the ticket prices.
But it doesn't. If you have a drink license, then you can just go in and take that yourself. So I'm sure a company that says Qdon said have a drinks license, like they would lift all that. I would assume, or
Right.
they would take, say, what would it be? Like, I know if you wanted to like put a burger stall at like a band parade, you
Yeah.
have to pay the council like £100, and then you have to pay the band like 80 quid.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you can't just go and whack up a burger stall. But that's what I'm saying. So that's what that would be like. It would be. But again, I've talked about this before. See, in business, your business doesn't necessarily have to make money all the time. See, as long as you have enough to pay your employees and cover all the costs,
Yeah.
then your business can run.
But that's
Do
all.
you know what I mean?
You,
You don't have to be
in this current day and
red or
age,
the-
having
in the
a
green.
business running is a successful business. It doesn't. You don't need to be turning over mass amounts of money if you can keep your head afloat
Yeah.
and you're not dipping in
The loans and stuff, yeah.
Then you are running a successful business as it currently stands.
That's it. Because I always thought, like if you had like, I mean, just because your business turns over 100,000 a year doesn't mean that you're getting 100. That's what. See,
Yeah.
whenever I was younger, I used to go like, even like a Billy and Jill, I was like, holy fuck, they probably made about 100 grand a night. I was like, that's 100 grand, 50 grand each, but it's not.
That's what it is. People
They're
people
probably
take a
getting,
ticket
they're probably
price of-
paying themselves, I don't know, 2.5, 3 grand a month.
Yep.
And then that goes into like it took me like maybe
Aye, 'cause
obviously
people
10
think, right,
years ago I
you're
worked
paying
this out like
50 quid a ticket and there's 30,000 people, so you must be making X amount of money.
no,
It's like,
you're getting a
no,
wage.
Yes, that is what the overall earnings is. It's like Dragon's Den. It's like, yes, I make this, but then I pay out all my bills, and then this leaves me with this, and
Which
then
goes
with
into
this
the
has
business.
To go into the business, and I take
Yep.
like 1% of that.
That's what I used to think. But no, why? Because whenever I used to run events and we were doing like 600-700 people, the money was coming in and it was just our money, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But it took me ages to work it out. I was like, how the fuck did I do that? But
But that's why you need accountants and shit.
yeah,
whenever you get up to that level.
it's the business works is they get just paid a wage, even though they're making sometimes like Planet Love would probably turn over millions, like
Aye,
easy, like
through the course of the whole day and everything that's involved in
everything's
that there.
involved.
Yeah.
Ticket prices, like it would turn over millions, and then you know what I mean. But then you're probably paying half that out for the stages, the production cost, or you've already paid that out. Sorry, so you're trying to bring the
Aye, at
money
the
back
end of the
quick.
day, yes,
you know what I mean?
you're just replenishing cash that you've already put
Yeah.
out. It's like when we go to a gig.
We are fucking shit at business. Us like
That's why we just let other people do it for us.
you just deal with it for us. Send us a check. That'll do.
Yeah, that's it. We're not businessmen. We're music
We're
producers.
creative. We're creators.
That's
That's
it.
it.
We just try and
It's crazy that
fumble our way through life as
But
best as we can.
It is crazy that the businessmen do well in this game, though. Do you know what I mean? That there's some people I know
To be
who
fair,
are
though,
they're
like,
not. There's
businessmen do well in every game
there's
if you're
not-
good at
aye,
business.
There's not a creative bone in their body,
Oh, I know.
but they're fucking business head on, they're marketing head on, and they're fucking flying.
But that's also kind of what spoiled football as well.
Do you think so?
There's too many businessmen involved in a game that
In the
they
biggest
have
business in the world.
that they have no but they have no knowledge of the sport.
Like Chelsea, mate, see your man, he just goes, him, FIFA, I'll buy him.
That's what I mean. Like, he's come in
crazy.
and spent £1 billion in 6 months. And you're like, who are you?
You're
What
mad.
do you know about fucking Chelsea Football Club, let alone any football club?
Maybe I think he reads a paper in the morning and goes, "Oh, Liverpool's after him or Arsenal's after him.
No,
They must be good.
Yeah.
Let's go and get him." Like
But that's it.
Mudryk last year, they stole off us, right? We had it done 100 million. They went in with 110 million or something. But he's hardly kicked the ball for him. He's been crap.
Your wee man Casido, or the kid from Brighton Hove,
He
he's
got a red
had an
card,
absolute blinder to start the season, hasn't he?
He is a good player too, like, but it's just going into that environment. See that Chelsea environment. I don't think it's good for the players. Yet the whole thing needs rubbed out and drew again. Like,
I always said that about Chelsea as a whole. I never thought that
it's a fucking shithole.
they never played attractive football. It was always just get the shit done and get away with what you could. But it also seemed to be a very, I don't know, oddly run club and very
well, at least
murky
under,
with
Abramovich. It was successful.
Aye, but
and
he's
they got
a
their
Russian
shit.
oligarch running your football club. You're like, right, okay, I can't say much because United look like they're going to get bought over by Saudis. So I'm going to get this in now while they're still clean. They've only got them dirty Americans. It's okay. But it's just football's a commodity now. And it is unfortunately the way that the DJ world's going between social media. It is now a business. It's went from being a hobby that weird people who enjoyed music in a weird way done in sweaty, dark
And
rooms.
if you're not in it for the love of the music, would you please fuck off?
Aye, but like it was done in sweaty rooms that were dark as fuck. There
in
wasn't the
venues that
big
were
screens
about to
behind you. There was a
close and-
couple of lasers and strobes. There wasn't like your name and super flashy lights, and that was the shit. No fucking camera
Yeah.
phones and all. Like Berghain, how that club has managed to stay not being videoed. Have you heard about this club?
No.
Right, so in Germany, there's a very famous
is this the
techno
one where
club.
like, you can
no one
fucking-
can get in?
You can buck and all in the toilets and shit.
Apparently, there's a lot of
Ari Shafir,
Ricky Houghton or Richie Houghton, I don't know how to say his name, but he's played on it 4 or 5 times, and he tried to get in as a patron, and they're like, no, not tonight, mate. He's like, but I play here, and I go, I don't care, you're not getting in. You have to dress a specific way.
I've
You're
seen,
not
I've seen a
allowed
Vice
any
documentary about
yeah,
it. Like,
and then they didn't video it because they were like, no, once we got in, we felt that we were disrespecting their thing.
yeah.
But that it's
I seen
in
it,
this
and the
modern
girl
day and
was
age. But that's the fun of it. No, you can't come into our club and people are like, oh, what are you
Phones in like lock bags and put away.
Sure, Bubba and all went to Germany on his stag do, just for the purpose to not get into Berghain. Like that was part of the stag do. They went and done some
How
mad
long
shit
did they
around-
queue up for? Oh, ages.
about
like?
3 hours. Like they went and got really pissed, and because they knew they were going to stand in this queue, and by the time they got there, they would then sober up. So they drank a load of German beer, done the usual stag stuff, made Bubba look like a dick, and then they were like, right, let's go, and stayed there for 3 hours. Like, nah, yo, and off they went. Like that's.
I seen it. The girl was saying whenever I went in the toilets, there was some girl lying there just going like, "I want you all to piss on me," because it's like the shared toilets, men
Aye.
and girls, and she says I went in there, everyone, all the fellas are just fucking pissing on this girl, and then people like taking it in the arsenal in the hallway and all. Like apparently it's mad as fuck. Like it's more of a sex den as well.
Aye.
That's why the cameras. It's not so much the music, the
Aye,
cameras.
it's
It's the fucking the shit.
I
that's
well, no,
happening
that
in it,
I'm aware of that. It's not like they don't want you
Aye.
to take. It's obviously what's going on, but that's what I mean. In this modern day and age, how they've managed to keep that so secretive, and it's all
It
just.
does look like a hole outside as well. Like,
It looks like that thing out
under
of.
an apartment block or something.
What do you call that movie where they pay to kill you?
Saw,
No,
Hostel.
Hostel.
Ah.
It looks like the big fucking building from Hostel.
It wasn't Hostel film where your man's Achilles heel comes off.
Oh, he cuts
Is
him
it
in
that?
Achilles,
Oh,
yeah.
mate, that was rough.
I think
remember
that was
watching
like the
that
second
going,
one or
like,
something.
I can't
She-
remember,
she
but
just
I
cuts him in the ankles.
I remember hurting my Achilles in football, and it was aching, mate. Like it was just like strained or something. That wasn't snapped or anything.
Oh, aye.
But my back of my foot was pure black, and then like it might have been a year, it might have been 5 years after that I seen this, and I was like, all I could feel, mate, was that like, and that's the only thing I remember about
See,
them films. Like,
I have that about my knee. see, because I snapped my knee the first time. Like the second time, I knew I'd done my knee. That was that. But the first time, because I snapped it and put my cartilage through my kneecap, like the actual bone.
yeah.
See, every time I see somebody do it, oh no, even thinking about it now. But it's like when you watch Michael Owen doing his leg going. You're like, oh,
I know.
it brings you back to that moment. You're like, fuck.
I remember watching the UFC and fucking. It was like 2 years ago. I watched. It wasn't often I would stay up. I would even now if I watch it, I don't watch it much anymore. I would just like check a highlight out on TikTok. But what I would do is like say I would just get up in the morning and watch it. But see, like 2 of the times that I ended up staying up to watch it, fucking Anderson Silva snapped his ankle against can't remember who it was, but he kicked him and snapped his leg, completely broke.
Aye.
And then see the guy who he kicked.
Yeah.
He was fit. Chris Weidman. He kicked Chris Weidman, stamped his leg. Chris Weidman won the belt. Fast forward 3 years later, Chris Weidman kicked someone, done exactly the same thing. His leg just completely broken too, mate. And that's
Watching,
like, oh, fuck
just imagining, and it's your leg as well, like your leg bone's sturdy, like for you to do
your
something
shin
that
just
snaps it.
fucking going boom.
I remember there was one night we were out. It was me, Nicole Swanee, and his then missus, and we went back to her house for. In fact, you know what? I don't even think we went out. I think we were just sitting in her house having a drink. And Swanee does cage fighting, but at the time he was doing kickboxing, right? But talk about shin conditioning. So, do you know, like if you get a whack on the shin, it's sore. Like if you get caught right in the shin bone, it's sore. Now imagine someone getting a 2-litre bottle of Coke, an empty 2-litre bottle of Coke, and striking you as hard as they can on the shin bone whilst you have your leg on a bench like that, completely straightened out. How sore would that be?
It would be sore enough, I would say. Like,
he says to me, "Where do you see this here? Go hit me." I say, "I'm not doing this, Swanee." He says, "Please." So eventually,
he does the MMA though.
I know, but mate,
They use bamboo sticks and rub them up down the shins and all the fucking hard.
I hit him once, and I was like, "Right, that's enough." And he goes, "No, mate, wait do you see?" And he leathered his shin with this a good 10, 12 times. Like, started bleeding and all. I was like,
Yeah.
"Mate, he didn't even wince, nothing." He was like, "I don't feel that." I was like,
Calluses in the shin.
no way, mate. Like, that's, even looking at it, I was like, oh, I think I might need a crutch in the morning just thinking about that.
No, I've seen Mark Hunt. He was kicking bamboo trees with his shin.
I've seen people doing that there, and
Because
you're like,
it hardens the bone.
Yeah.
It means then when you go into the octagon, like all them Muay Thai fighters too. But
I
it
want
was
you
also
kick someone.
there was one it was like UFC embedded. No, it's like the week coming up to the fight and they're doing their training and all. And he was just sitting there and he had no like a roll of bamboo sticks like tied together, and he was just sitting going up and down his shin, full pelt, and he was doing it. I was like, "Fuck that, there!" Like, but again, that's what you got to do if you wanna.
But yeah, exactly. If you want to be
We've
the
got to
best, you
sit
have
here
to,
for hours to get a clap sounding right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And fucking fight
We could
over the
just
same
go-
clap. We fight over fucking stupid things in tracks.
and they just go and fight men in rings.
Instead of going out and having the paint, that's our fucking sacrifice.
Yeah.
Their sacrifice is rubbing fucking bamboo up and down
Whose
their rings.
sacrifice is going out and having a pint? My pints are every Tuesday now when I sit and
Every
talk to you,
Tuesday,
mate.
every day. Every day I'm drinking.
It's definitely not every day.
It's
Didn't even have a beer on my birthday because you made me feel paranoid as fuck about
I
it.
know. I told you I was worried about you.
I know. And you've
I
got
was
me.
worried about
You're
you.
you're living right here, rent free, for no reason.
I'm not being a dick. No, I was.
No, I get your reason when you explained it to me. That's why I'm so paranoid. I'm like, shit. He's being a wee bit genuine. This isn't just being a dick.
My dad and my father-in-law both just having a couple of beers a night. One had a stroke and the other fucking could hardly walk for about 6 months because over COVID he just was sitting having a few drinks. And that's all I was saying. Like, I was worried about that because it can grip you and can get the hold of you.
I know, well, let's be honest, I didn't drink for a long time, and I only started drinking because you wanted to do a podcast, so this should be your guilt. Do you know what I mean?
Right, the podcast
this is
over.
your fault. Do you know what I mean?
That's it,
And
mate.
I've been very open about this. I think if you go back over the last, 57 episodes, I've vocally said
57.
you are watching me slowly fall into a low-key alcohol addiction because of this podcast, so it's all on you, mate. I have a picture to show you, right? So do you remember a while back I had a conspiracy about
Hold on, can we talk about fucking headhunters retiring one more time?
Oh yeah, sorry, we never even got back to that. Sorry, yes, go ahead.
So, what's your thoughts on that?
Boo-hoo. He's not going to stop performing. It's because
He'll maybe do a year.
What is happening is the hard scenes went shit, and he knows he can't do a flit to another
10
scene,
grand,
and he's like, I don't want to perform anymore because it's just I want to make music and it's
I'm kind of jealous of that. See, and he said that, I was like, I'd love to do that.
Aye, but see, once the scene picks up again and everyone's busting for it and it's like, oh, Headhunters hasn't played for 2 or 3 years and they're
20, 30 grand.
Wait do you see? Mark my words, mate, he'll be back.
I know.
That is not the end of his performing by any stretch. What is your opinion
I
on
just
this?
thought of something there, but I was thinking. No, I was trying to see. Remember?
Sorry, I just thought of something there when I was thinking that. That's generally what happens when you have a
You didn't let me finish. I was going to keep going because you says 57 episodes. We've actually done 58.
Well, technically, the guys have only seen, or the guys and girls have only seen 57 episodes.
I know, I'm joking, but what is the percentage? Remember, we were going over it. If you go over 20 episodes,
Oh,
you're
yes.
the top.
Is this your success rating?
The success rating. So we're in the top 1% of the podcast right now.
Can we use that as like a quote on this?
We're
We're in the top 1%.
Of the pug. That's
Fuck
the
you,
name of the
99ers.
episode. That's the name of the episode. Top 1%.
The 1% club.
The top 1% of
top
podcasts
1%.
that earns zero money.
Yeah.
We're going to start a Patreon, so we'll all fucking join it.
I'm sure we are, man. That's just another
It's
thing.
going to
keep
be
on
just
top
what
of.
we're going to do.
Are you going to do it?
What we're going to do on the Patreon is we're going to go through OnlyFans pages and just make fun of them. I actually get sad today. I was on
You
Twitter.
get sad today.
Very sad. I was sitting and I was flicking through Twitter, right? And like Twitter on the For You page is like everything else. Once your algorithm picks something up, it'll just start showing you
Is this new Twitter?
X. Sorry.
Right.
So, but I was flicking through and there was one popped up. There was some big girl, promoting her OnlyFans. And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, how much followers she have? We went in, she had like 300 followers. She's showing her box, like. But then after that, it started showing me more. And then I kept clicking and everything, going through. And I was like, there's so many women naked on Twitter, just normal Maz, like Northern Ireland wife swap and all. And I was flicking through all these pages, and they're showing everything.
Yeah, you were flicking
No,
through these pages. Flick.
Don't get me wrong, I'll look, but I got me sad.
I'll
that
look, but I'll not
there's
touch.
so many women out there with like 200-300 followers
Yeah.
that are putting everything on the internet.
For free.
It's basically for free because if they have 200-300 followers on Twitter, I doubt they have 200-300 200-300 subscribers on OnlyFans at 25 quid a pop's alright, like.
Yeah.
But I doubt they're getting that, like.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And they're not great looking either, like. But it's like that's what the women feel like because a couple of girls have got money from doing this. They think it's an easy way, but it's not. It's like if you listen to these top creators on OnlyFans and all, it's all day, every day. You're constantly going, and it just makes me sad that women feel that they have to do that. Because like their kids are going to grow up, no matter that's never getting away from the internet.
But that's it. You're there.
You're there
for everyone to see.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Like women I don't even know. I can see the whole the piss out
It's
of her.
funny
fuck's
that
sake.
you should say that because I actually found myself
Sad, mate.
not in
It's
an
really
embarrassing
sad.
situation, but it was one of these moments where I kind of had to check my male privilege here, right? So I took the child to the museum yesterday, as I said, right? And there was an art exhibition when she sat on this bench and wanted to take a wee pose because she was enjoying the art bits. And then she was like, "What's this all about?" Because there was an art room we went into, and it was all fashion designers. And because she's into fashion, she got me to take around all the pictures, and she picked whether she liked it or she didn't like it. And it was all different eras and all different fashions, and it was cool. So then she was like, "Oh fuck, this art stuff's actually pretty cool."
Yeah.
So went into this other one, took a picture. She asked me, "What is this?" Looked around a bit and read this inspirational quote on the floor. What would a woman's world look like? And I realised that this was an art demonstration to all inspirational women throughout history who have fought for women's rights and have managed to get us to where we are today, right? Now, Belfast Museum art things, they're big enough, but they're quiet. And there was only me and Ruby in it, plus the security guard, right? Security guard is a woman. So there is me, a middle-aged white man, standing, trying to explain to my 4-year-old daughter what I was standing in whilst this old lady is sitting in the corner. And I was like, "Ruby, I'm just glad that you're growing up in the world that you are, because even though it's a bit crazy, women have never had it easier than what they do now in comparison to the throwbacks of history. And all these women that you see around you have done something remarkable that has progressed history to make life easy for girls because girls didn't have it easy. But as I was talking, I was just so conscious that this woman could hear every fucking word that I was saying.
She was being triggered. She was like, this fucking
But I was trying to,
cis white man
I've always said, I was raised by wolves. I'm the only boy in my family. I understand the plight of a woman to a certain degree, but I shouldn't be telling my daughter the history of women's rights and oppression.
I was saying this to Heather a couple of weeks ago. I was telling you about the podcast, Short History of.
Yes.
I love it, mate. And there's 300 episodes, mate, and I cleaned them all out. They're only an hour, but it's like a short history of.
You tell me you don't have time to do stuff.
But I mean, I'm driving about all day.
300 hours.
I know, easy, mate. Clean might have been longer than that, but cleaned them clean out. So now I have to wait every Monday to drop a new one.
I hate whenever that happens.
But it's so
get caught up on
it's
something
so good.
That's
So it's like it gives you a short history of women's football was one of them. Gives you a short history of the Mayans. Gives you a short history of the Battle of Britain. Do you know what I mean? So it's all stuff like that. But in nearly every single one, like the men went and fought. If their tribe or their army or they whatever get beat, the women were just taken, raped, fucking slaughtered, whatever, kids killed. Like they had a hard time at it. Like they really did have a hard time at it. But if you go to Ukraine now,
however, just sorry to jump in there. If you look at Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan, as he's called over there,
that's the Americans are too G.
adopted women into his army and was like, if you want to fight, I will train you to fight, and you will be just as equal to the men, and you'll be treated the same.
This is the point I'm getting to. So like in Ukraine now, the women were allowed to leave thing, the men had to stay. But back in the day, like women have a natural trait that once their hierarchy is gone, the men in their society are gone, they will go straight into the role of, listen, don't harm me, I will do whatever you want, let me be a part of this new thing. They will sell you out really quick as well. Do you know what I mean?
That's a very risky statement. Do you know
It
what?
is,
I'm gonna clip that and I'm gonna stick it out there and be like, fucking. I'll clip it in such a way that I'm a holy angel for what I've just done. You're just like, women are shit.
They
just fucking roll over whenever the men leave.
Well, no, they're trying to survive. That's what they're trying to do. That is literally what they're trying to do. It's either that or
maybe
die.
Back in the day, I don't think right now in this modern world.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying back in the day that's their natural instinct is to move into, just go right. We give up now. We're gonna be slaves anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like
we are the oppressed.
Man.
So that's the end of the podcast forever.
See, I see that too. And I was speaking to you about this the other day. Remember I was saying to you about like the trans thing and all that. Like I genuinely don't care. Like it's like I really don't give a fuck about it at all. It's not a hill I'm prepared to die on. It doesn't affect us here in Northern Ireland that much. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like, let people do what they want to fucking do, and then, I mean, when it comes to my door, this is the wrong attitude to have, because by the time it comes to our door, maybe it is too late. But I knew you were
going to use that turn of phrase for that.
I don't care, mate.
But I don't care what you do with your life. But don't be trying to force it down my throat. Like whenever you're reading about the NHS or having to change their wording of stuff because you can't call a woman mother a mother anymore because it's offensive. It has to be
if you're offended by that, you're a dick.
A person of birthing nature. Here's one for you, right? Just on this. So Northern Ireland actually had a remarkable historic breakthrough this week. They had the world's first ever womb transplant.
Right.
So this obviously paves the way, and I was like everybody else for a split second. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Couples who can't have kids or have fertility problems, this is a massive advancement now. If this all works and this woman can birth a child from a transplanted womb, then fucking yes, that's amazing. How long is it gonna be until I want one of them? It won't work for you because you used to be a man. You don't have the right inside bits to connect this to. I am a woman now. It's like, yes, but you're going to get a procedure that we can't connect the fucking hip bone to the leg bone because you don't have the correct biological.
Listen, mate, see in 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, maybe they will be able to do that, like, with technology, CRISPR, whatever, who knows? But
So
That's
are we
cool as
literally going to
fuck.
get to be the situation where someone can go fuck themselves
Aye.
and have a kid? Like you have a child with yourself?
That's what I'm saying. But mate, look at the things you can do now. You can fucking transplant your heart and all, for God's sake.
But
100
yeah,
years
it's-
ago, they thought that was never happening. Like,
It's mad, or we company done it.
is that what it was? I've never heard of it. But it's for we're not Brazil. We're Northern Ireland.
There's a lot of wee
We're
things come out of
not
our wee
Brazil.
country. Like I think air conditioning was invented here as well. The
Was
country
it?
that doesn't
Not
need
need
fucking
air
air
conditioning.
conditioning at all. The guy.
Well, how'd you come up with that? Ah, fuck. Tell you what, pal. Know what happened? I was like, it's awful fucking cold here. I would love to get more heating. And then next minute it just started blowing colder in.
Yeah, it was invented by the guy who founded Sirocco Works in Belfast in 1881.
We're not. More things Northern Ireland done. We're not Brazil. We're Northern Ireland.
What historic things
Come out of
made in
Northern Ireland.
Norn? I was about to write Norn there.
I know yours there. Derry, London, Derry.
Well, yes,
what it says.
that's a very historic argument that's come out of our country.
I was walking around the walls the other week.
Were you?
Ah.
What was invented in order? A portable defibrillator.
Right.
An Ulster overcoat. What the fuck is an Ulster
What?
overcoat?
Find that out. What is an Ulster overcoat?
Is this like the Schenkel cough bottle?
Pens and paper.
No, I don't think we invented that. A portable defibrillator. So that's pretty.
That's pretty
fantastic.
I know.
We're
Here.
very good at medicinal things here.
Aye, it's because we've kept people were down all the time. Bombs and shit.
We've had plenty of. Do you know what I was reading in the museum as well? Know that wee old cemetery you can see at the back of the museum? Like it's Northern Ireland's oldest, or not? It's the oldest cemetery in Northern Ireland. There were 400 bodies stolen from it in the 1800s for medical purposes and like sent all around the world. I was like, that's fucking nuts.
What's a body
400
decomposed gonna do?
No, right. So, did you not know this? So,
Grave diggers?
see cadaver skeletons. Like
Oh,
even
yes.
now, back in the day, people would bleach you, strip all that off, bleach the bones, and then sell them to people for scientific research. But a lot of the cadavers that are still in use actually used to be people
Is that right?
because obviously bones don't disintegrate, so you can still have these, and it's not like you need to go and replace it.
Yeah.
So a lot of
I
cadavers.
know there
that
was
are
a lot
still
of
in, like,
grave
that's
thieves
but
and all,
that's
but
what
I
they
thought
done.
it was
They
just
went
like
and
the
stole the
jewels and
bodies
shit.
so that they sold them. So there's your cause and react. Science wouldn't have progressed to the way that it did if people didn't go and steal dead bodies from cemeteries and sell them to people who were going against the grain of science.
Was that to do with religion as well, though? People didn't want to donate the bodies to science because of religious reasons,
It's
probably?
that and the fact that, again, historically, you didn't go against whatever said, like the world was flat. We revolved, or the sun revolved
What do you
around
mean?
us.
It's not flat.
But you know what I mean? Like, if you went against the grain, like, people used to think we had 3 stomachs because that's what cows had. Until these guys used to get bodies. I'm like, well, no. Well, how did you know that?
I wish the fuck I had they.
Well, actually, something happened that I found that out because you couldn't tell. You couldn't then go and say, well, I know you're wrong because I've been studying on these dead bodies.
They
So
were
what they done
stole.
was done their science, stripped the bodies off them, and then went and sold the cadavers to other science people. I'm like, there's the skull and there's all that there. I was like, that's fucking nuts.
Well, anyway, back to the Ulster overcoat. Let's see it.
Oh, the Sherlock Holmes coat.
Fucking ticket. That's a cool looking coat. That like
I know, but
back in the
realistically, it's
1900s,
not
mate.
really something to.
You need a coat here. I know. Right, keep going.
Oh Jesus! Here, breaking news there. Asda has recalled dodgy food again. What's this? The
Kelvin
scale. I didn't know that was.
What
done
is a
here.
Kelvin scale?
Uh,
Thermometer.
The temperature scale. So
There you go.
well,
You wouldn't know how warm it was if it wasn't for us.
well,
We're
no,
not.
Let's be
Brazil. We're
honest.
Northern
We're
Ireland.
cold as fuck. We didn't do it to find out how warm it was. It was to find out how fucking
We're
cold it
trying
was.
to make things warmer.
It's like, are our toes going to fall off today? No, it hasn't got down to this level on the Kelvin scale.
The
Right,
brilliant,
so what else?
outstanding. Tires, no way.
Pneumatic tires.
What's that?
So
John Dunlap moved here.
John Dunlap. So Dunlap
Dunlap
tires
tires.
were made from here.
There you go. Holy fuck, the world wouldn't work without us. We are the boys.
And here we're only on number 4. We've still got 3
I know.
more to go.
We are the boys. We are the boys. We are earwax.
I don't think that was invented here.
Ian, pencil and paper. Oh,
Splitting the atom. Right, there's no way the
No.
atom was split in Northern Ireland. That I don't believe that.
born in Waterford and eventually became.
Go away. I don't want to take your survey. So him and John
1930s.
Crawford, bound with physics with their atom smashing experiment at Cambridge University, they conducted one of the particle accelerators within the device. So one of the members of the team
Was from
who
here?
was part of splitting the atom, who
Yeah,
then would have
Ernest
eventually
Thomas Sinton.
yeah, he would have
Well,
probably then worked on the project with Oppenheimer. 'Cause
That's a
once,
fucking
once they
rough name,
that's what
man,
they
like.
had to do. They had to split the atom
Yeah.
before they could make the bomb. So
Oh, but
he would have
yeah.
been in some league with that. That's mad as fuck. I didn't know that there.
See, you wouldn't have beat the Japanese if it wasn't for us.
No, what? How can you get madder than that? The pulsar.
Born in Lurgan. Oh, you love
Another physics.
You love Lurgan.
And I'm not even going to get into that. We may have viewers from Lurgan.
Davey loves a Lurgan. Na 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 na.
So what's this? So, studied at Cambridge University. It's again, it's all physics people who come from
Look,
here and go to
He
Cambridge.
dubbed "Let's Go Mental."
LGM, little green men who let's go mental. So right. So he's discovered the pulsating things within stars.
The heartbeat. That's madness too.
Mysterious blips of 120 meters. That's pretty mad. So again, it's a lot of physics and scientific achievements have come from.
Right, the last one. He's ready.
What is the seventh? The
Los Angeles Aqueduct.
Now
What?
This we can't take credit for this. Aqueducts were invented by the Romans, and Belfast
Belfast born
wasn't
William
even-
Mulholland served 4 years in the Merchant Navy before immigrating to California in 1877, age 22. Holy shit! So he was in the army from when he was young.
He made a 200-mile aqueduct in LA. Right, that's mad. But he didn't invent
aqueducts, but he did invent the Los Angeles Aqueduct. So yous were absolutely
Let's see if we
fucked.
can have any more.
There's bound to be more. What a country, man! I didn't realize we were so
we're a
good.
bunch of wee legends, aren't we? And people get all fucking uppity about a boat that sank. Why the fuck do we not
Mate, it was
celebrate all this other shit instead of being like, come and see all the sites where that boat sank?
Aye, but it was fine when it left here. Fucking.
I know. It went
People-
to Southampton and that's when it all went
that's when
fucking
it
wrong.
fucking wrong. Like it sailed out of Belfast Lock. There's photos of it. It was fine.
I know, that's
Jan's
just-
Causeway.
That's just all. We didn't invent the Jan's Causeway. We didn't invent Jan's Causeway. Jan's Causeway invented us.
Aye, right. Inventions made in Northern Ireland. See if that helps.
Took quite the detour on this here. We've got very fucking
Aye,
patriotic.
inventions you didn't know came from Northern Ireland. Now we're probably going to have the same shit here. Some of them.
Oh, it's Belfast Live as well. It's definitely going to be a load of
Sherlock
bollocks.
Holmes coat. That's a good one actually. Keep you warm in the fucking milk chocolate. No.
Hans
Killy
Smith,
Lay. That's where my
Killy Lay
family's from.
Emigrated to America.
There
Or
you go.
Jamaica.
Jamaica,
chocolate,
we had the
so-
bobsleigh team.
There we go. So we made milk chocolate,
And
streetcars,
streetcars. Fucking hell.
department stores.
And mail order business.
Well, to be fair, we needed to have somewhere to blow up, so we had to invent the department stores.
I have a good idea. Let's make a shopping centre. Why? So we can blow the fucker up.
Aye, because then we've got somewhere to fucking ring and be like, get people out so we can fucking blow it up. What was this here? So again, so a guy from Lisburn moved to Manhattan and built a retail empire about things or department stores.
Yeah, milk of magnesia.
Oh, milk of magnesia. Do you
I
ever
don't
have that?
know.
It's for fucking getting rid of
Colic.
indigestion, heartburn, all that there shit.
Take it.
Or I don't know.
That's our fish and chips diet, you see.
It is. It's also fries that.
Also fries.
Artificial fertilizers, because we all talk so much shite in this country, so they're like, here, just shovel it all up, fucking sell it to somebody else.
There's a big. We've got a aqueduct that takes our artificial shade out there and puts it into a bag.
What's it? A safety lamp? What the
fuck's a
is
safety
that?
lamp? But I bet it was good because we made it.
Trained as a physician at Edinburgh in 1812. Some colliery disaster in Gateshead prompted him to deal with problems underground lighting. His first lamp consisted of a candle and a glass surrounding. Oh right, so this must have been whenever they went down and there was gas, and they went in
they
with
were
a
blown
lamp.
up and all
and
that.
yeah, the Ulster overcoat.
Yes, we know that one.
Yeah.
Perfect. What a fucking.
Absolute temperature. Ah yes, so the Kelvin scale.
Yeah.
Electric tramway.
Fuck off. We are the boys, like. We are the boys.
For such a
We
wee
are-
small island, like we really have
Mate,
contributed so much
them
to the
tram
world.
cars and what was the other one? The
The
rails,
streetcars, yeah.
streetcars as well.
Aye, well, let's be honest. If you're going to invent an electric tramway, you also need to have the cars to go on it.
Yeah.
So what came first, the cars or the tram?
What came first, the chicken or the egg? Then tires. Of course, you
we
need
knew that.
tires.
Penalty
Penalty kick.
Penalty kick.
That ruined football. Sorry, that sort of takes us.
It's a weird thing to come from here. Like someone having a penalty against them. It's like, nah, fuck that. We don't tie them.
No, they were like,
who
right,
done that? Oh, no,
who
no,
blew that up? Me. Right, you're getting fucking hung. How long? What about a penalty kick? Can I get off with it?
How did it even come?
No, it was. They were bending people over and kicking at their arse. Used to do that.
He was a wealthy linen factory owner, and like Willie McCrum from Milford, County Antrim, was the son of a wealthy linen factory owner and was goalkeeper for Milford FC, conceding 62 goals in the Irish League inaugural season. Not a fan of the goalmouth foul play, McCrum devised the penalty kick to thwart such unsportsmanlike behaviour. The idea was known as the Irishman's motion, and the death penalty was proposed in 1890.
The death penalty.
That is brilliant.
The modern tractor.
I only knew that. John Derry and Matthew Ferguson. There's only they've cornered the fucking market on that shit.
They've got a monopoly on it. But
Portable
even still, a
defibrillator.
tractor, mate, like that's modern use. What was that one, sorry?
The defibrillator.
Oh, I would know that.
Split the atom. Pulsar. Earthworm Jim. There's no way
No.
Earthworm Jim was made here.
Earthworm Jim, he's such a crazy guy, isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
Lisburn, my
Came
granddad
from
used to
fucking
play for
Lisburn.
Lisburn Distillery, actually.
Viagra was created in Belfast. Or
Surely that's an
from-
advert.
Dr. Wallace Dinsmore from Belfast gave the world reason to smile when he was part of a team which released research papers in 1999 revealing the side effect of a drug which was intended to treat angina. Right, so they started trying to get an angina treatment,
Yeah,
which is fucking
the
breathing
heart.
problem, or is it your
The
heart?
heart,
Aye. And they ended up giving Viagra.
Fucking hell.
It's like, oh, we can't fix your heart, but we
Well,
can
here,
fucking.
Here, my heart still feels weird, but my dick's hard as a rock.
Is that it? Was
That's
that,
it.
Was that?
Tell you what,
That was
Here,
enlightening.
there's another thing as well that Belfast invented. That
Actually, this leads me to a good conspiracy about our country. Before you go on to that,
this is another one that
yes,
one of our exports. That's an
a great
name.
so here's one for you. Killian Murphy's from here,
Yep.
right? Now, if you remember a good few shows back, I said to you, Nicki Minaj is Jay-Z, and you laughed in my face, and then I showed you that Nicki Minaj was Jay-Z,
Yeah.
right? So, what would you say if I told you that Killian Murphy is actually Billie Eilish?
I would laugh in your face again.
Now, once I show you this, you'll not be able to unsee it again. He is
is-
Billie Eilish.
Aye. Yeah, sorry. I'd book
Go
Killian
finish
Murphy.
that. I was going to say, finish that.
Or Killian to get it.
Oh, mate. But once I seen that, I was like, yep, there we go. Celebrities are just doppelganging as other celebrities to make some bank. That's what it is. Everybody's broke as fuck. You're like, I'll be Billie Eilish. I'll sing.
Do you think he'll get an Oscar for the...
If he fucking deserves it.
That's off. Well, that was a fun show. And I think we found out that our wee country is fucking amazing.
Yeah, pretty much. It is. It's a good wee place to be from. Imagine what we could have achieved
well,
if we
that's
didn't
it. If
spend
you
so long
wanna-
blowing each other up.
If you want to like plough your fields, if you want to plough your missus,
Yes, from ploughing fields to ploughing women, we've sorted it out.
sort that shit out. Don't you worry about that. Fuck's sake. We're not Brazil. We're Northern Ireland. Well,
on that fucking wonderful
on
note,
that bombshell. Bombshell, I get it. Northern Ireland bomb. I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. Don't want to stop. Here,
on
it's
then
getting,
in your
it's getting
not-
hot in here.
Oh Jesus!
Right, thanks everyone for watching. Say Sunday, 7 p.m. We've got an episode coming out. It'll be Sunday from now on.
Yes.
Unless we might do the odd Tuesday. We'll see if we can have loads of shows recorded. Why not? But
But for the foreseeable, we're
be
going to be
Sunday.
aiming Sundays 7:00 on YouTube.
yeah, thanks again for watching. Go check out all the music, all the other podcasts. Like this, share this,
Yeah.
please.
What's
The
that-
shares actually help a lot.
It
When
does.
people share, like we haven't been promoting it, the YouTube link, but we will be from now on, as I say, with the new stuff we're doing.
Yep.
So please share it. Would appreciate that.
What's the sites? phase2.co.uk and dice.co.uk.
D1CE.
Yes, D1CE.
.co.uk. Go and check it all out. Thanks again for listening. See you at Planet Love.
Yep.
Oh, that's 2 weeks away. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. A couple of things before that.
Phase 2.